You love me.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to do this video today. It was kind of sparked by a TikTok that I saw, and it was a TikTok that was like in the shops at the moment. I'm finding it so hard to find clothes because you either get coyote ugly kind of style or you get little house on the prairie. Like there's no in between. And I was like, I have found it so difficult to shop lately. The trends that are out at the moment, I'm just not a fan of. Like the masculine vibes, I think look great on some people. I just don't suit them. And I went in the shops, there's this really like 90s trend, and I was there the first time, so I don't want to be there again. Like, just a tip from someone in their 30s, if you're trying the 90s fashions, just do not touch your eyebrows. Just don't touch them. Experiment in other ways, do not touch the brows. Or there's like this really girly, twee kind of little house on the prairie vibe. And I was like, I just don't fit in any of these categories that I'm seeing at the moment. So I was like, I wanted to try and refine my style and what I loved about fashion, because to be honest, I'd really lost my way with it for a couple of months now. I don't know if you've noticed, but spending time in Paris and like seeing all the French Parisian style and how chic they all looked, I started to fall in love with what I liked about fashion again. So this video is all about style icons, where I'm getting my style from at the moment, things I love, and just trying to rebuild that fashion. Like I don't know about you, but I was finding there was so much lack of inspiration for the type of style that I was loving. So we're gonna start off. I've dived into Pinterest and we're gonna start off. I looked at who I found inspirational over the years for my fashion, and I have to always go back to my absolute style icon. It's Olivia Palermo. I'm gonna pull up a few looks from her now so you can see what kind of vibe that I am talking about. Her style is always so dainty and feminine, but like with an edge. She's not afraid to play around with textures and colors and like fabrics and accessories. It's kind of got that Carrie Bradshaw like sprinkle-esque on it. And there's just something about it. She just always looks so chic, and every single look that she pulls out, I'm like, that's my style. That's what I want to look like. Like, it's just the epitome of what I'm trying to achieve. So we've got floral prints, beautiful chiffon dresses with like gorgeous heels, always tied in at the waist to like really create a gorgeous silhouette. Even when she puts flats on, somehow like the elegance just continues through. And like when there's a world of like trends with tracksuits, baggy jeans, I just think I just would love to look like this more than that. And I was finding it really difficult. I was thinking, am I old-fashioned? But no, I really stand by the fact that this is the kind of vibe that I want to look like. She always has like the most beautiful fabrics or patterns or accessories, just like the cherry on top of a very refined cake. And as well, I feel like the boyfriend to match would be quite nice. He's very handsome. She does a lot of tailoring, a lot of fitted tailoring, and I've noticed with like the oversized trends that my body type is just not fitting into that category. I was also very petite. I'm 5'4", I'm short. Like the oversized masculine blazers were just swamping me. So looking at her style, she always wears like very tight, like very structured tailoring, which I think I just want to wear more and more. But then she wears a lot of floaty feminine fabrics as well, so it's a really mix of like tailoring and then the beautiful feminine side. And whilst we're on the tone of tailoring, I wanted to talk about Victoria Beckham. She is like the queen of tailoring, and one of my favorite style of trousers is something that Victoria Beckham started off. She started off the trend. It's the slit trouser, and there's something I love about this kind of style with a blazer. I think that's beautiful. I have these slit leggings, you've probably seen them, I wear them a lot, but the core root of where that stemmed from was the Victoria Beckham catwalk shows. She had them all over them and she wears them so much. Like even with a pair of trainers, these kind of trousers work really well. And I have to note when I'm telling you about these styles, the key thing that even when they're wearing flats like trainers, they still look so refined, put together, classy. And it's definitely a look that I was preferring to like the sweats and the baggy jeans that all the cool girls on Instagram kind of wear. When I wore this kind of thing, I was just looking not good. Like I think it really, the trends and the fashion sense that work, it's all dependent on your body type and your figure and your personality. And I think the thing with Instagram, trends happen so much that you can almost lose yourself in your style if you keep following the trends. Like if you pick one up that is just not suitable for you or your body type. So the next one is Sienna Miller that I'm going to mention. There's something just so effortlessly chic about whatever she wears. She could literally wear a bin bag and still look really cool and effortlessly and kind of like glam at the same time. I don't know how she does it. But her style, she was renowned in the noughties for like that boho kind of vibe, which I kind of want to bring an element back of. Like it was such a cool kind of vibe and it really works for like a laid back style. So I wanted to element kind of like this, as well as the tailoring and the feminine dresses, like maybe in a casuals kind of sense, we can bring back like the boho chic. I think it could work. Okay, someone that has really come into their fashion game over the past few years is, not saying that she was never fashionable, but I think she's just like literally peaked so much these past 2 years, is Rosie Huntington-Whiteley's fashion sense is so good. She just nails it and it's just beautiful, whether that's like really chic tailoring or really relaxed fashions. Her Instagram is one to follow because she gives such good inspiration. She does a lot of like day outfit of the days, which is so good. And she always just looks so classic and chic. She really loves like a tonal outfit, like all grays, all tans. It's like such a Max Mara kind of vibe. Totally in love with this whole look. She also wears one of my favorite looks. I've become really obsessed with like corset, whether that's with like a skirt or a wide leg trouser for going out, or even like with a pair of jeans and a blazer over the top. And corset as like an undergarment is literally the most flattering. There is a reason why corsets have been worn by women over the years. It just is such a flattering silhouette. So like I have bought, you'll see in the next coming hauls, I have bought a lot of corsets. I have to say, like, finding a corset that fits you really great is such a staple in the wardrobe. And there's a few celebrities that pull this off so well, and I've seen it around at the moment and I've just hooked onto it because I'm obsessed. So after doing a little bit of a celeb stalk of like who I really found inspirational fashion-wise, I did a little digging myself. I hopped on Pinterest and I was like, I'm gonna find inspiration for myself. The magazines aren't feeding it to me. Instagram's really showing me a lot of young, cool girl kind of fashions, like all the baggy jeans, baggy blazers. I was like, I need to find my inspiration, and I dived into Pinterest and found a whole mood board that I've put together. I'll leave it linked down below so you guys can check it out if you like this video. I'm going to show you now kind of like what I love about fashion, what I'm going to be wearing, and where you can kind of sense that I've got my fashion style from going forwards. So let's delve in. So I am such a lover of this asymmetric neckline, and one of the reasons for that is that like it draws your eye like this. If you wear like a boxy shape, it really emphasizes all the like your body, like lumps, bumps, straight up, straight down. Whereas if you wear asymmetrical clothes, your eyeline is kind of moved like this. So it's a really flattering fit, I find, and I think there's something so designer-esque looking about this kind of silhouette. So it's one of my favorite tops to wear, whether that's a shirt, one shoulder shirt, or one like a little top like that. I just find it makes like it looks so much more designer and like high-end than just maybe a normal t-shirt. So you'll see here like so many different examples of like how you can wear that, and even like if for an everyday outfit with a pair of jeans, it somehow like levels up the outfit a little bit more. Okay, if you've been here for a while, you'll know I love a scarf. I love playing around with them. I love them on my neck, I love them in my hair, I love them on my bag. I think a scarf can really like up your, like add a little bit of a cherry sprinkling on top of your outfit, like a cake. It really can add a dimension to it, and it can work so well with like especially plain outfits. If you've got a plain black or white outfit, adding a little bit of scarf there really works wonders. What you can see here, I love like a really simple outfit, like a plain outfit, but then with the most gorgeous, beautiful jewelry, like trinkets that just like grab your eye, so it like catches you when you move. Olivia Palermo does this really well. I'll put a picture of what I mean here, but it's just so, I love like details on clothes, like things that really make, like, I don't know what fashion's all about, like details and like work that's gone into it, like just the embroidery or I love like absolutely beautiful fabric. Okay, there's this kind of vibe that I love that you can really take through the ages. So like a 20-year-old can pull it off, and like an 80-year-old can pull it off, and this is kind of this beautiful refined glamour of like a shirt with pearls and like black trousers. It can look so sophisticated. I'll put a few examples of what I'm trying to show you here, but it's just like carrying that almost like an element of Hollywood glamour, but in a really like tailored, beautiful, structured kind of way. I think this can work whatever age you are. It's just, instead of like a t-shirt and a pair of sweats, like this is just good. I love like how amazing clothes can make you feel. Like if you put them on, if you're having a bad day and you suddenly like wear these beautiful clothes, it can lift your mood so much. Okay, tailoring is something that I'm obsessed with. I think as I got older as well, when you hit your 30s, I really loved the refined look. Like when I was in my early 20s, I was very much inspired by Mary-Kate and Olsen, like big oversized hoodies, leggings, platforms. But as you get older, I feel like I really wanted to look like smart, sophisticated, like womanly. And I think even relaxed tailoring works really well, like loose fitting tailored trousers with like a linen shirt or like a loose cardigan. Like there's this kind of vibe that like works so well for so many different occasions. And whether that's, I think like a plain outfit with a beautiful handbag is just something that I wear all the time. Okay, one of my favorite things to do is like when I put clothes together, I love textures. I love pairing different textures, like juxtapositions of like beautiful tailoring like this with lace, or like adding like sparkle with the wool knit, like just that mix of fabrics. It can be like a really beautiful look. I'll put a few pictures of what I'm talking about here, so hopefully I can explain myself really well. And like tying the whole look together with accessories like a belt is just one of my go-to like styling tips. I think at the moment as well, I've really nailed like my going out style, like a structured corset with like these loose fitting pants, or like just, I don't know, I think it just really works for like looking really, really classy on a night out. I think you've probably seen a lot of my going out outfits in Paris, and hopefully I've achieved this. I love just like the sexiness of a corset paired with like the classiness of a blazer. I think there's something about it that just works so well. I think one of the key things that I have noticed this year with such a strong masculine trend, and it's to really understand whether you as a personality are a very feminine kind of person or a very masculine kind of person. I don't mean that you look masculine or you look feminine. It's something underlying, and I can't really explain it. Like it's almost an extension of your personality. And like from my ballet days and like how I hold myself, I'm a very dainty feminine kind of character. So when I wear masculine kind of oversized clothes, it doesn't quite work. I don't know if that makes sense. It's nothing to do with what you look like. So I'm not saying people that dress masculine clothes or look masculine. It's something to do with your personality, like what kind of vibe that you are. So I found when I wear feminine clothes, I feel more comfortable in them. It's more me, it's how I hold myself. And I don't know what is this making any sense? So I wanted to talk about feminine clothes and like lace and like girliness and beautiful things. And I found it hard to wear these in this kind of fashion climate because the masculine trends were so wrong. Like, was I old-fashioned if I was wearing these things? And I think that's where I was going wrong. I think how much Instagram pushes trends and how many people jump on board them. Like you'll notice on Instagram, everyone starts wearing the same thing. If something works for one person, everyone like jumps on board. And I think I was like forgetting like what I loved and what worked for me. And like I'm reclaiming the feminine fashion energy going forward. So you'll see a lot of lace, a lot of like beautiful puff sleeves and like gorgeous fabrics and florals, and it's just what I love. And most of all, like really feminine silhouettes, like these baggy fashions were really covering up the body, and it works so well for some people, and some people will look really cool and comfortable in it. But for me, I love like the feminine silhouette. I love to like cinch things in at the waist, or like have billowing beautiful skirts and beautiful arms, showing the collarbone off a lot. Like I don't know, I just want to reclaim that back a little bit and show you that you can still be fashionable and girly and trendy still. So I'm just going to finish off this video and still keep running some of my top like fashion ideas or fashion looks that I love at the moment. All the credits to these photos I've put on my Pinterest board so you can click through to see the source. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I was feeling so lost with my fashion sense, and just going to Paris was such a good thing for me, because I just taking yourself out the bubble in every sense, whether that was like my fashion, my life, I just got so much perspective from it. So hopefully going forwards, I can really nail this. Like, I think there's such a missing gap of like, not wanting to look so girly and feminine, and like people call it a bit twee and Little House on the Prairie, or like so masculine. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I was feeling so lost with my style, so hopefully it can like help us realign what we love. And honestly, I think I fell into the habit, which so many people do, of like being swamped by what Instagram and TikTok kind of TikTok's not so bad, because I do get fed a lot of really weird stuff that's not fashion. Anyone else on TikTok, I just end up watching like murder mysteries and like a lot of weird stuff. Like minimum fashion on TikTok for me. Says a lot about what I watch, doesn't it? But yeah, I hope this video was useful and can give you some redirection if you were as lost as me. And I'm guessing if you watch my channel, you'll like the same kind of things as me. Please let me know if you've been feeling really lost in this kind of Instagram climate at the moment. I think I just was not connecting with any of the trends or fashions that I was seeing, and not saying that they were bad, because other people pull them off so well. It just, none of it was feeling very me, and I was really lacking inspiration. So I hope this video could give you some inspiration, and going forwards we're gonna nail some amazing fashion looks. So yeah, I hope give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know in the comments if you want more like styling tips and advice like this, because it's a learning thing. I'm learning as well as you guys learning. Like, I have to keep learning my fashion game as I go along, because it changes so much. But yeah, I'm waffling, so I hope you liked the video. If you're new here, please subscribe, stick around, and I will see you soon for new videos every week.